first down. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. Going. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 78 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is...
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 84 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. Here's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Eagles 7.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, that ball complete to Isabella. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Murray now. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Murray, letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 39 yards there, a big one.
At the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Buying time to his left. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
McCann's kick up and good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
Arizona.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to go down again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Hurts. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Complete.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, Drake pushing through the contact. 20. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
John Brown set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Dre. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The extra point up and good. The lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
His kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time, John?
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's coming. Check in.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Right back to Drake. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch at a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Drake again.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it's third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check 26. Deuce. Sponge. No.
They'll run with Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike's 49. I got it.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass pass come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different.